Liber Chaos, Chaos Magic, Liber Chaos, Liber Null, which is his first book, Peter Carroll, Liber Null and the Psychonauts, Peter Carroll's book, Introduction into Chaos Magic. Then Phil Hines, Phil Hines has Condensed Chaos. Condensed means it's inside of your body. That's melanin. And he has another book called Prime Chaos. Then you go into James Kirk's book. That's a scientific book on chaos. Okay? So in this beginning, you had Chaos, which was the great mother. In this case, we'll call her Tiamat, or in Kemet, we'll call her Typhon. Draco, Alpha Draconis. All right? The great dragon. Dragon's blood, menstrual blood. You see what I'm saying? Menstrual blood, dragon's blood. I take another take on that than other people. You know, we gotta. You really want to fuck up some stuff, or you really want to get some money or whatever? Get on your period, and we'll show you some shit to do. That's why they had to stop you. That's why when the patriarchal aspect came in and they wanted to rule over woman, they had to make that period evil. Because they knew when you got on your cycle, you can do some shit. So we'll give you one of them period rituals. You see what I'm saying? See, I was raised by 2 black women. So I'll sell out the brothers every goddamn time for that goddamn woman. I know y'all niggas get scared, but I'll sell you out every time for the woman now. You see what I'm saying? So, this chaos got old. Tiamat got old and started going to sleep. She had a son named Marduk, or Ra, or Yahweh, or the feminine principle, was born, and he had another group of younger children that were a little bit powerful than the older parents that had been billions of years old. This is this energy, one newer energy taking over the other energy. When Tiamat got old, Marduk, or Ra, or Yahweh, or Apep got old, Ra, you get what I'm saying about these great mothers, Apep, Tiamat, Leviathan, Typhon, Lilith, the Titans. We'll give you that story in a minute. When she got old, the younger energy, well, let me just give you the mythology. Tiamat got old. Her son Marduk came up with a younger group of people, and they start making a whole lot of noise. Tiamat said, I can't take this noise. You know, them children up there acting up. So she got old. She had a friend named Kingu, which was her mate. They both got old. The children rose up and kicked the mama ass. Kicked their ass, defeated them, took Tiamat's blood and made the earth in the physical form that we have now, in the physical universe that we have now, is made out of Tiamat's blood. Then they took her blood and her mate Kingu's blood, and they made human beings out of it. So in so many words, they encased us in physical bodies. We are the leftover remnants of the primal worlds, the chaos worlds, and the melanin inside of you is what was in existence before the known universe or creation or the creator God that you call a sun out there, you call a universe. That is your sun. The melanin is the primal substance or something left behind. If you translate the word Damien or Amian hidden substance or demon, it means something left behind. Our worlds came into existence and was made and was built off of several other primal worlds. Those primal worlds no longer exist, but in minute form. They now exist as the melanated makeup inside of you. And ultimately, your soul is those particular primal worlds. Those primal worlds became Satan, the great dragon, the great beast, the great evil, and all of that. In the Gospel of Philip, the Nag Hammett Library, the Gospel of Philip, it says that he says, and this is interesting because in this, you get the book, the other Bible. It's a book about Barnstone, I think his name is. Is it, anybody know? Barnstone? Something Barnstone, a blue and red book, the other Bible. In there is the Gospel of Philip, the Gnostic material. You had the Typhonian Egyptians, and when some of them remained in Kemet, and they became your Gnostic people, and so that Coptic Gnostic stuff is a Typhonian order. Seti I in them, Ramesses in them was Typhonian worshipers, and they would every now and then take over the government and all this stuff again. In the Gospel of Philip, the Gospel of Adam is the name of it. The Gospel of Adam. You could also get it in the Nag Hammett Library by James Robinson, which was the text that was dug up in 1945. That's the shit you want. The Gospel of Adam, it says, Adam is talking to his son Seth, or Seth, all the same thing. And he says, son, I want to tell you about this. He said, when I came into being, Eve took me all over the universe and taught me everything. Ain't that a bitch? The word Eve, they say, took a bone. The word bone, you get the word Rabboni and the word rabbi, which means master. Eve is the master of Adam. In the Gospel of Adam, Adam says, he's telling to the son, you can get it, other Bible, Gospel of Adam. He says, son, when we came into being, Eve took me all over the universe and taught me everything. And then we found out that we were higher than the God that created us. You see, now, let's go on. Let me give you another mythology. In the Nag Hammett Library now, you got your Metanetta. They went to the island of Temple of Philae, and they translated all the Metanetta, took 100 years into Coptic. The same Metanetta in the Coptic names is this Nag Hammett Library. But you want to get a book called The Gnostic Scriptures by, I'll tell you his name in a minute. The Gnostic Scriptures by Bentley Layton. That's the one you want to get because they break those things down. The Gnostic Scriptures by Bentley Layton. Now, let's go to the Gnostic mythology to break this down a little clearer. I gave you the Babylonian one where Tiamat and her mate, these primal deities, was turned into human beings. Now let's go to the Greek one, then we go to the Gnostic one. The Greek one, which is Etruscan, talks about in the beginning they had these titans ruling. And then Zeus, Jesus, or Yahweh, Zeus rose up and went to war with the older titans and defeated the titans and took the titans' ashes and burned them up and turn the Titans' ashes into humans. You get that? Then Prometheus goes and steals fire from the gods, that Kundalini fire, and gives it to man. That's one of the other mythologies. So here it is, the Titans here ruling again before the gods that rule us now, and they were overthrown and turned into humans. So although you are cased into a human body, you were older than the gods who created you, and a much more superior class of deity. That's why you don't need to be worshiping shit. To worship a god other than yourself is to worship a god inferior to yourself. Message to the Black Man, page 1. Message to the Black Man, page 1, Elijah Muhammad. Now, the Gnostic one, they talk about the goddess Sophia, who had a baby, had a child, who was a subordinate deity. He wasn't halfway formed. He wasn't all the way formed. He was an inferior deity. And so she has this child. This child goes and has these other entities, and they go down and they create the physical earth. And then what they do is they trap these souls and put these souls into these physical bodies. So in so many words, how they trap the souls, let's break this down. We were these souls in the beginning. The vibratory rate came down and we got trapped into the physical and grew these physical bodies and got bound and trapped. Sounds like Lucifer or Satan getting bound for 1,000 years. See, this is what all these particular mythologies, you know. They say, well, you know, Satan wanted to be like God. Well, you know, if I'm a little boy and I got a father, don't you want to be like your father? You know, but anyway, so what's so wrong with that shit? So anyway, in the Gnostic scripture, they slow down the vibratory rate and they trap these souls. Sophia, seeing what went on, goes down to Adal-Abrath, is his name, or Yaldal-Abrath, or Yahweh, which is basically the male deity. And in so many words, it's that physical sun out there. Ra, Zeus, Yahweh, the male deity. Remember, God is like a grain of sand on a lonely beach compared to the great mother. God is like a grain of sand on a lonely beach compared to the great mother. Holy Mary, Mother of God. Where do you think they get all that shit from? In the beginning, there's the feminine principle. Ayin, nothing. It is from the nothing you get the absolute. The highest thing is the feminine principle, because there's no such thing as the masculine principle. If you studied before you had the male deities, the female deities had two dual essence. You got creator goddesses that have children, and you got warrior goddesses that kick ass in the masculine principle. So you have so all a female is a masculine feminine. You know that when you come out the womb, or before you come out. This is a clitoris until the last couple of months, and then one elongates into a penis. Now that's science. Deal with it. One don't come before the other. You see what I'm saying? One don't come before the other. But all you got to do is, see, the thing about it is I can say all this shit here because you ain't following me, and we can give you all the bibliography so you can study. So it ain't about that. It's not about convincing nobody. It's about giving you information that you don't have all the time. It don't matter whether you do it or not. It's not about trying to get some converts. You understand what I'm saying? Don't follow